Okay, so I had my cervical surgery done on May 7th of 2018. And there's my happy surgery date right there written down. It was done at Metro Hospital by Dr. Moore, who is absolutely excellent. As you can see, we are now on Saturday the 19th. And so that leaves me, let's see here, day of surgery. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days out. So just shy of 2 weeks. On Monday it will be 2 weeks. Just a couple of things, because I know I've seen a lot of videos and people talk about their surgeries, and they have been extremely helpful. Yes, I don't know if everyone's prone to it, but I know that the pain medication for me was the worst part because I get severely constipated. So that was one major thing. I opted, because I do have ADD, ADHD, I opted not to go for the Vicodin and Percocet because I tend to have what they call a paradoxical effect. They work great for pain, they really do, but they make me so hyper going in the bathroom because it's so weird to try and video record myself. And it's my son's upstairs, so I basically have been, where was I? Okay, thinking. Love ADHD. But I opted for not taking the Vicodin and Percocet because I do have ADHD and I have a paradoxical effect, which means instead of the medication making me really sleepy and tired and taking away the pain, it makes me super hyper and I want to like clean my entire house. I found this out last year when I had the partial hysterectomy and bladder sling done. So I asked for something else. So they gave me Oxy and they gave me Valium to try and just calm my ass down so that I can heal and rest without running around trying to do a bunch of stuff. Big things that I found, and as you can see, my bandages are off. I mean, usually by the time you're not getting any drainage or anything, and I want to say it's like they say 3 days after you're allowed to shower. Well, when you go in, if it's an inpatient procedure, which it is, they will keep you in the hospital at least overnight, if not for 2 days, and then release you. For me, I was only in the hospital, thank God, you know, not that long. I think it was like overnight. Like I had my surgery, I was there that night, and I think maybe the next day I was discharged. So that wasn't too bad at all. I was actually doing really good. I was getting up. I was walking around very slowly, but walking around the hallway. I had immediate relief of a lot of the pain in my neck, but because of the surgery, it was kind of hard to tell. I just took a shower. Oh, it feels so good to get that off, but you have to leave it on because the cadaver bone that they put in there has to fuse. And they have the plate with the, you know, the screws for spacing and everything, but you want that bone, you want your neck to stay at the proper length. So even if it feels better with the collar off, still try and leave the collar on. I'm only a little bit red because I got some of the goo from around the bandages. They're just now starting to fall off. The back of my neck looks like so, and that was because, let's see if I can get I can't see what I'm doing because I'm not allowed to turn my head, but I had a growth on the back of my spine by C3 that was also hitting against my spinal cord. So I had the front done, and they had to take out a growth in the back. Let's get this. I'm getting pretty good at doing this just one-handed now because I've done it so long now it feels like forever. Things that are going to be hard, things that people always kept asking me, well, what are you going to need help with, you know? And I can go to the fridge and get my own food as long as, you know, my husband's going out or my son's going out and buying me food. Another important thing is every day I try and get out and take a walk, whether it's just a small walk around the block or it's a walk at the metro parks if my son can drive me or my husband, but I just try and get out and walk. Now, I've noticed the first week was a little hard. I would do whatever I'm doing, whether we went to the mall to get a walk in or the park or just around the block. I was good for around an hour, and then I was just like, I am in so much pain. I need to go lay down. And laying down is its own beast. Some people feel more comfortable laying down flat, which I have my flat bed going on here. It's just a futon couch, and we just laid it out flat. And other times I feel better when I'm stacking up 1.5 million pillows to try and get that sitting up position. One of the things I would suggest, just because you are going to be sitting a lot, is to get one of those ear pillows for your butt. I know that sounds really weird, but as you're sitting there, you're like, oh my God, my ass just hurts because I've just been sitting and you're just trying to move it back and forth, but your neck is you finally have pain relief and you really don't want to move, but your butt hurts. I would get one of those little ear pillow thingies that, like, we have them at the hospital. I don't have one. I've just been using regular pillows, but it just helps to try and keep your butt a little bit more comfortable since you will be sitting a lot. At least the first couple days to a week. The pain medicine I took for, I want to say, like, I don't know, 6 to 10 days, something like that. I don't know. It wasn't 10 days. It had to have been like 6, because I was off of them by the first week because they made me so constipated. This is so gross. I busted a hemorrhoid. We all, as women, have had children, and we know, and, you know, it happens, but it's not a pleasant experience when you can't do anything. So just make sure, even with the Colace, taking the Colace regularly, it just did not help. It didn't help me whatsoever. I was still very, very, very constipated. I'm just going to sit because I don't know what to do here. I just need to sit. So that's one thing. The constipation was absolutely horrible. Now, if you're lucky, like my girlfriend, she can take Oxy or Percocet or anything and not have constipation. I have lots of constipation, so it's just not pleasant. Even if you're eating plenty of fruits and vegetables, I would try and say for the first week, I know it sounds weird, but I honestly would keep my diet light, do lots of smoothies, lots of like drinks that you can put in the blender that have lots of vitamins and nutrients to help with healing. Soups, definitely soups, because even though you can swallow, it's not a pleasant experience. It's definitely not a pleasant experience. So lots of soups, lots of smoothies are awesome because they kind of cool and the throat, and they go down easy. So that's definitely on week 1. You want to make sure you have plenty of soups, plenty of smoothies, plenty of things that can just go down smoothly, because anything, even soups like Chunky or Progresso, which are awesome soups and I love them, sometimes the potato chunks, if you're not chew them a lot, if you're not chewing them a lot, it just, oh my God, it just feels like you swallowed a now and later whole and it's trying to go down. It's not a pleasant experience. And yes, the only reason I know that is because in 4th grade, I got busted eating candy in class, and instead of getting busted, I swallowed the now and later whole and almost choked myself to death, just so I wouldn't get in trouble with the teacher. So I know that feeling. But that's the only thing I can compare it to in my life. I wouldn't even say strep throat. I mean, that's, yeah, maybe, I guess. I'm not a strep throat. I don't get strep throat. But it's not a sore feeling. It just feels like it's just tearing up the inside of your throat when you eat. So lots of soups, lots of smoothies, popsicles are awesome. Lots of different kinds of popsicles. Though that really helps too. Pops and ginger ales and things like that, that's okay. I'm more of I like my smoothies, I like my juices, I like my all natural popsicles, like real lemon, real strawberry, real coconut, because that way at least I'm getting something into my body I need my vitamins and minerals to heal, so why not try and get them that way? I mean, although, you know, I did kind of, I think I had some Heath ones. Those were awesome. Klondikes. Yeah, okay, I lick my chocolate too. Anywho, other things you're going to need help with. When people start asking you, what do you need help with? You cannot literally, when you're doing this, you cannot turn your head. This is the thing. You have cadaver bone in there. It's just like someone just slipped a little piece of something in there, and it's just kind of in there, and it's secure, but it's not fused. It hasn't grown and attached to anything yet. So that is the reason you have to have the collar on, not just so that you can maintain. When your discs collapse, a lot of the reason you start to have pain is because your neck compresses, like it compresses. So think of something not being the same length anymore. It's so minute, like somebody probably normally wouldn't notice it, but it does change the length of your neck. So when they fit you for the collar, if they do it properly, this collar is fitted and adjusted for your neck size. The other thing is, with that bone in there, you cannot be, obviously they always tell you, no chin to chest, no chin to chest. Also, no going back, no side to side. Why do you think you can't drive? You can't check your blind spot. There's no way. Like, your peripheral vision, unless you are turning your entire body, ends like, I don't know, right about there. I can't see my hand at this point, maybe a little bit. And that's, I mean, you're moving your entire body, which makes it hard. It's kind of like C3PO. Yeah, you're basically C3PO. You are turning your entire body. The biggest things I found as a woman that's really hard, you will see my getup is basically just a shirt, just your regular run-of-the-mill, I don't know, American Eagle or whatever shirt, and a long hippie skirt. Now, I have some really cute, really nice lower collar like this summer dresses. The problem I'm running into is, dude, I can't shave. I am hairy. I cannot get to, I have tried. I have a tiny shower, and the only way I can maybe do this, and I'm going to try it tonight, is to put my leg in the sink and try and just shave here the best I can, at least up past the knee. But if you're in the shower and you don't have a huge shower, which I don't, it's just a regular size shower, you can't get to everything. The other thing is, since even with the collar, when you do a shower, you know how they say take the pads out or just put on a soft collar, just try not to move your head. Okay, dude, when you try to do your armpits, it's virtually impossible. So plan on doing your armpits at the sink in front of the mirror as well, because you will not be able to see what the hell you're doing. One of my armpits looks great because I wore a shirt that comes down like this, and only this armpit showed. And I looked and I said, oh my God, I'm so hairy. I need to shave that. Normally I don't care, but I was actually going out in public for the first time. And going, well, not the first time, but going out, like, you know, to go out to eat and stuff like that. And so I shaved it at the sink, which, ingenious. Oh my God, why didn't I think about shaving at the sink like a week ago? So that's the other thing. Shaving's going to be hard for being a woman. Shaving your legs is going to be hard. If you have a mirror, a sink with a mirror like I do, I don't know if you do, but if not, then see if somebody can just pick you up one of those stupid mirrors, and you can like put it by your sink or put it on the floor and put a towel under you and try and do your shaving that way. Most women don't give a shit about shaving, but I don't know. I just hang up. I don't want to be hairy. Let's see. So pain medicine, the Dilaudid they give you in the hospital is awesome. The problem, it kicks in, it makes you real tired fast, but it's not as long acting as an actual pill. It is awesome for immediate pain relief. but it is not as good as a pill. There's a lot of things that you can't take, like ibuprofens, certain things like that for pain relief, because it can, I don't know if the doctor said it will or it can slow down the growth process of the cadaver bone. That's another thing, because I'm like, well, if I can't take this, can't I just take like ibuprofen? It helps with inflammation and blah, blah, blah. Well, no, but, and they don't recommend flying. I know that because we had a trip scheduled for end of June, beginning of July. But what the doctor told me I could take when I go on the trip is just, I think he said regular aspirin. Just regular aspirin to prevent blood clots. But flying, not supposed to be a thing. You're not supposed to do that. I think I don't know if it's like, you know, for the first year or until after the first 3 months. We didn't get into it that deep because, well, as we all know, I mean, doctors are awesome, but they do have schedules, and they are only allotted a certain amount of time to sit and talk with their patients, and we had more important things to discuss. So I didn't waste his time. But those have been my big things. I do have my heating blanket still on the bed. That helps. If I lay the heating blanket down and kind of put it on top of my stacked pillows, just the warmth really helps with the muscle tightness. I would say out of everything that I've experienced with the surgery, and I'm just going to take this off a minute. Ooh. From having, I don't know if it's from having the collar on or the surgery or what, but just all through here, all through here, all through the back. This top of the scapula is coming in and coming up each side of the neck, and even a little bit like just right through, like right under my clavicles. Hurts, so it just feels like you need a massage so bad. Oh my God, that's the part that's killing me the most, I want to say, is just the muscle tightness. Now, what I have found that helps me, and you can get it at Bed Bath & Beyond, or sometimes, like, I want to say they might even sell them at Walfarts, but I will show you what helped me the best. Now, if you have a second collar or a soft collar or something, I mean, you still can't move your head, and you do not want to be rubbing on your neck. That's like a given. But this helps. Don't worry, I'm not putting you on camera or anything. Yeah. Let's see if I can. There we go. This little thingy here. Okay, give me a second to plug it in. Okay, let's see if we can. You basically just set this behind your back, and there's these two knobby things, and they can rub going up or down on each side. And I will be honest, this stupid little thing from Home Medics has really helped with the muscle tenderness and pain. The other thing that works, if my son lets me have it, is an exercise ball. You will find by slouching on the couch, even if you have pillows, eventually you will want to sit up straight. So if you sit on your exercise ball, it keeps that proper alignment going, and you could still watch TV, play your video games, and even do some little rotations just to help your lower back because you're not moving the way you usually would. That really has helped with loosening up the lower back from sitting so much, as well as the walking helps. The only thing I can, and obviously, I mean, I really have not had a problem. I can do my own dishes. There's days where I'm in pain and I just don't want to, but, you know, it's just this area here. It feels like, oh my God, you just need relief. And doing the shoulder shrugs does help. Just taking the shoulders and rotating them back helps. But that's pretty much all I got for you. I mean, it's been 2 weeks, I'm doing good. I have been doing some physical therapy exercises here and there that they gave me, which they should have given you. This is stuff you're not going to do your first week. This is probably going to be starting. It only just started like the last couple days for me, honestly. That first week, you're just like, just relax. Just take it easy, relax, do your little walks, get your massager, definitely, because you will need it. Your muscles will be super, super tight. But that's pretty much all I have for you right now, because there's so many other videos to where they go in depth and they do like week 1, week 2, week 3, 3 months, a year later. And there's also another video on YouTube where they actually show the surgery, which is really cool. So maybe I'll include that in my link as well. But that's pretty much it. Collar stays on, leave the collar on, keep your head still, which I need to adjust this, but keep your head still, get plenty of vitamins and nutrients, try and eat well. Salads, fruits really help a lot. Fruits and veggies, which is perfect for smoothies. And anything soft. That's what you want to remember. When you get out, you are going to want soups. You are going to want soft foods. It's just a preference. Like, Oreos are awesome and I love them, but dude, you cannot eat an Oreo. It's going to feel like it's scratching the crap out of your throat. So lots of soups, lots of smoothies, lots of popsicles. Get a massager. Hot packs help. Any kind of hot packs. I have these ones I got from Amish country. You just throw in the microwave for like 2 minutes and put them on, and they last for, I don't know, quite a while. So anything to relieve that muscle tension is going to be a positive. Make sure you get your ass out and walk. If you can, walk more than once a day. You're going to find you might be okay for like the first 15 minutes to an hour, and then you are just like, please just take me home. I want to go to sleep. I need a pain pill. I want to lay down. But then in about 4 to 6 hours, you're going to be not perfect again, but you could take maybe the dog, or depending on your dog. My dog's a little Shih Tzu. She doesn't weigh crap, but if you have a big Rottweiler or something, and he pulls, I wouldn't recommend it. But take the dog out for a walk around the block, you know, or just walk yourself around the block. Listen to some music, plug in your your earbuds or whatever, and that's it. That's what I got for you. It's been, we are ending week 2 here, so it's really not that bad, guys. It's really not as horrible as you think, and depending on how long you waited before you had the surgery done, will also be a big determinant in your pain factor and how extensive your damage was. Me, I was getting the numbness down the arm, and the hand was numb for months. Like, I could not feel my fingers. I still have a little bit of numbness. They give you exercises for that, like an exercise ball, or putting a quarter on the table and just literally flipping the quarter on the table to activate those nerves again. But there's no guarantee that you will definitely get all of your feeling back. I have got most of it. I only have numbness in like the bottom portion of the side of this one, and then the bottom portion of this finger. The rest of my fingers are pretty much okay. This one sometimes, but it's mainly these fingers here right now. But the whole hand, it's so much more of better. It's awesome because I can feel now. So that definitely helps. I wouldn't get into the physical therapy exercises beyond shrugging until at least after week 2, honestly, because I was doing them with the exercise band, and I think I was just pushing it because I was in so much pain. So I would maybe wait 2 weeks before you start getting into the physical therapy exercises. I know, like most of America, I gotta get my ass back to work as soon as possible, and I need to heal quickly. So I need to be on it. Good nutrients, good vitamins, taking care of myself, making sure I'm doing the exercises and I'm following the rules, because I can't. I got a mortgage just like everyone else has a mortgage. I can't afford to be home on my ass. So that's where we are, but don't push it. That's the big thing. Just don't push it for the first week or two. Go out there, do your walks, just, you know, maybe do a couple of exercises a couple times if they feel good, but don't push it. Once you even start to feel like, stop. Because trust me, that little, will become like, oh my God, later. That's it. I will update you later.